Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So for today, I'm going to bring you my custom tactics that we use on FIFA 22 Pro Clubs. And the thing is, with FIFA 22 and Pro Clubs and AI and the bots and all that kind of stuff, they're actually pretty damn good. Like these AI that you play against on Pro Clubs, they're so incredible. They're like brick walls, you cannot get through them, you can only go around them. They're the Great Wall of China. I don't know what they've done to Dorita this year, but holy moly man, he's incredible. I don't know what it is, maybe we're learning the game, maybe our pros aren't very good right now. Like if we're playing against someone who's not got an any, we have such a tough time trying to beat them. Against an any is a bit of a different story, it depends on how good the any is and all that kind of stuff, it's not so bad. We have much better luck that way, but when it comes to the AI with no any on Pro Clubs, holy moly man, it's difficult. It's so annoying, if anything. It's frustrating as hell. And I wish, obviously you can like matchmake just any if you search with any, so there is that option within the Pro Clubs matchmaking. But if you're trying to like find as many games as you can, usually you turn all the filters off, don't you? So sometimes when we're streaming Pro Clubs on Twitch, we get into games where we're like 2 people against like 9 bots, and yeah, it's tough man, I tell you, it's so difficult. But before we get into the tactics, if you want to quickly leave a like on the video, it'd be much appreciated. Your guys' support as always is incredible and I cannot thank you enough. 1 for watching the video, 2 for leaving a like, and 3 for commenting down below on the tactics that you use. Alright, let me know what you do with your tactics. Do you even change them? Do you leave them? What do you change if you do? All that kind of stuff down below, that'd be great. So today I'm going to give you some tactics that just benefit your team, whether it's with any or without any. You can do whichever one you want. Personally, I play with any because it's more fun. And obviously the whole point of Pro Clubs is to take out the AI involvement in the game. Whereas Ultimate Team we all know is very AI heavy, whereas Pro Clubs is pure like human based skill. And I like that part of it, you know. But let's get into it. Let me show you what's going on, and I can show you all the tactics that I use on Pro Clubs on FIFA 22. Now, if you guys are new and unaware about Pro Clubs and tactics and all that kind of stuff, to find them, basically, just go over to Customize tab. Once you made a club tactics right there. Easy peasy. And then you get obviously tactic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can have multiple. And again, within those tactics, you can have like, obviously you can see down here below me, you get the ultra defensive, defensive, attacking, and ultra attacking options within the game. So it's quite cool. You get a bunch of options there, which is good. And it allows for like pure customization on your team and how you want to play and your style. Currently in the game as well, if you want to defend a bit more or attack a bit more. It's pretty good. So if you go to tactic 1, for example, let's go and change it for a minute just for this video. Personally, I leave it at balanced because you never want to drop too deep and like apply a lot of pressure onto yourself. Pressure on heavy touch can be quite decent, as well as press after possession loss. That's always quite good. It's similar to constant pressure, but the thing of constant pressure is it reduces stamina so quickly, so your bots are going to tire out quite quick. But it's up to you. Personally, like I said, I go with balance because I like having the option of obviously pushing up higher and having the ball in your own opponent team's half, but also not dropping too deep, but you're not too high either, so it's quite nice. The width and the depth I don't change too much, they're pretty standard nowadays. Obviously you can change your depth, like I said, when you go to drop back, you can obviously drop your depth completely if you wish to. I wouldn't recommend it because it's a bit of a bitchy style of play, you know what I mean? No one likes a drop back player. That's just my opinion anyway. People may enjoy drop back, people may enjoy having low depth, and that's up to you, the options there. Personally, I'm not gonna do it though. Now when it comes to offense with build up play and chance creation, I wouldn't change them too much because most of the time in Pro Clubs, you're going to be playing with your players, your human people, your friends in attack, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about the bots too much in this situation. But if you do play with 1 or 2 players, for example, then I would probably just go fast build up. And is it direct passing? That's always quite nice. And I think the bots will help you out a lot, especially if there's like 2 or 3 of you and you got a lot of bots on your team. I'd recommend fast build up and direct passing. It'll get the ball to you guys in attack quickly and have the bots and AI support you as you progress through. Now when it comes to the width in your offense, I would recommend probably trying playing a bit higher than 50. Because anyone that's not done these tactics is going to have their width and defense as 50, right? That's a standard, that's a default. So you want to try and switch it up a little bit, right? Be a bit different. And to do that, you can obviously reduce it if you want, but I wouldn't have it at 50. You want to be different, I'd recommend even like 75 potentially. Because most teams probably haven't changed their tactics too much, and if they have, they probably left their defense on 50, right? On the width, that is. So if you change your attacking width to a bit wider, you get more space again and you can attack directly and all that kind of stuff. And it may turn out to be a game changer for you and get you a couple goals or 2, you know? Now, players in the box is a tricky one because you don't want to overcommit. If you got like 3 players on your team and you got the rest of you AI, you don't really want to commit the AI into the box too much. You want to have your AI there just in case you want to like avoid counter attacks. And 4 is a pretty fair shout. Like I said, it depends on how many players you're playing with. If you're playing with like 5 or 6, I wouldn't even bother. But if you got like 2 or 3 of you, maybe I'd whack it up to 4, potentially 5 if you really want to go for it kind of thing. And similar with corners and free kicks, it depends on how many people you're playing with. So if there's 2 or 3 of you, again, you don't want to get counter-attacked and leave yourself open at the back. So potentially, obviously, you could lower the amount of players in a corner and free kicks. But if it's like 5, 6 of you, maybe you want to like go for it and send some more. Obviously, you can back up 3, 4, maybe it'll be kind of mad. But that's the tactics right there. Let's move on. Obviously, you can see the formation is 4-3-3, number 2. Basically, the holding formation is pretty good. Obviously, you can change it here if you wish to. It's up to you. You've got loads of formations, all the options there that are available. We're going to stick with 4-3-3-2 for this video. But you can go through next tab, you get the instructions, right? Now again, like I said earlier, the instructions with your attack aren't so important because obviously most of the time the attacking players are going to be you, and you guys control how you move yourself, position yourself and attack and all that stuff. And none of these stats you change here will affect you in game if you're an actual player in that position. So you don't have to worry about this too much. Obviously, if they're an AI, this is where the, you know, tactics come in. So say for example, you've got 3 of your friends playing and you're all like left wing, striker and right wing. You've then got your centre mids and defence as AI. I would leave your CDM, for example, on like man mark, cover centre, and stay back while attacking. That'll probably be my like standard go-to for CDMs. When it comes to the centre mids, I'd probably have them cover centre again, because when they cover out wing, they leave a massive gap in the middle. And you've already got fullbacks to cover the wing for you, so you don't have to worry about that too much. You can maybe have like one centre mid get forward, and the other one like stay back as well. Almost like a 4-2-3-1, if you wish to. And you can have players run into the box. It depends on how attacking you want to be. Personally, I'd have balanced on both centre mids. You want the option of them getting into the box if you want to have like a more attacking threat on a counter attack. And you don't want to limit them to just being outside the box. I'd always leave your players to stick to position as well, because you know where they are. You want them to be there for you to pass to and all that kind of stuff. So you don't want the AI running away on free roam, playing anywhere they feel like it, because they'll get lost, and you look for an easy pass to your left centre mid and they're not there. So you want to make sure they stick to their position and they're there for you when you need them. When it comes to the back 4 and tactics, it's always quite easy. Basically, it depends how attacking you want to be again. But usually I'd leave your fullbacks on stay back while attacking. In this game especially, right, FIFA 22 is mad when it comes to fullbacks. They have the bombing on all the time. They're always overlapping, always getting an attack to fullbacks. And most of the time, if your fullbacks are both bombing forward and you get counter-attacked, you're probably going to concede. So it's never worth having your fullbacks in attack. You got your midfield to support you and yourselves and your friends to gather around and obviously help you out. And when it comes to the keeper, just a quick one. I'd probably have come for crosses. You know, crossing in this game is decent. It's not crazy good. No RB and X's like we had last year, or R1 and squares. Nothing too crazy. No need for like the sweeper keeper kind of stuff, because you can hold triangle or Y to bring out the keeper if you wish to. You got to use your own judgment with the captain for that one. Now, like I said earlier, where you can do things during the game, if you press LT or L2, you can change each like defensive, ultra defensive, attacking and ultra attacking formations. And the same thing again, literally you get the ultra attacking one, for example, and then you can change all these stats like I showed you earlier again. So if you want to go full on attacking, players in the box, maximize it, full send, let's go with it. 1-0 down, 90th minute, let's go. You got this option here, which is quite good now, so there is that. But yeah, just press B to confirm it. LT or L2, and you can actually change them all. But that's going to do it there. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you as always for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Much appreciated. I hope these tactics help you out and help you win some more games on pro clubs and have your AI where you want them to be, and always not running around doing crazy things like they do sometimes. It's kind of mad. The game's crazy with FIFA 22 pro clubs. I'm learning a lot more every single day I play it. Take it easy. Thank you as always for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video, and adios, amigos.